Hi, welcome back. Cindy's got a DIY project for you I think you're going to enjoy.
My DIY projects are the simple ones. I have a hard time with anything real complicated, but one thing I do like is making things look more homey. We have pictures that we're going to be putting up. Actually, they're up on the wall behind us already, but our DIY is going to be showing you how we got them there. It's fun, it's simple, and like I said, I think anything you can do to make your home feel more homey, I guess, whether you're on the road or sitting in your driveway, this is a good thing to do.
One thing about RVs, you don't want to put holes in the wall. Most of them don't have enough support in the wall to carry much of a load. It's kind of hard to hang pictures sometimes that have normal frames around them because even using command strips or double stick tape, it just doesn't seem to want to hold when you're traveling down the road and your RV's bumping and shaking and feels like it's going through a hurricane sometimes. So Cindy's come up with a way that seems to alleviate that problem. And the DIY we're talking about is right behind us on this wall here. And she's going to tell you just what she did to get those pictures hung and stuck so that when we're driving down the road, they don't fall all over the place. Hi, I'm Jim.
And I'm Cindy.
And we're RVing over yonder.
When Jim and I are RVing over yonder, which we love to do, I would say it's Jim, myself, and Sophie for 99% of the time. But even though they're not with us physically, I always like to have pictures of my family with me at all times. Originally, I had this whole wall over here. I had pictures on it with frames, which didn't really work that well. The weight of the frames just didn't allow them to stay anchored like I wanted them to. So Jim and I are going to do this new project that's going to make it much easier, more functional, and I think look even better. What I did was order a dozen of these little 4x6 frames from Amazon. They're just a stand-up thing like this. But what I want to do is make them lay flat on the wall to hold pictures from either this way or this way. So what we're going to do is take these little frames, lay them here, and hopefully this will work out easily. We're going to take the razor knife and pull it through here. Make sure the razor knife is sharp and score it. I'm going to do that a couple times, hopefully hitting the same cut each time, just to kind of loosen it up. And then all I need to do is take this and flex it, and I remove what would have been considered the stand, and then I have something that can lay flat. So I've already got 5 of these cut. What I have picked out is 12 photos and then one large 8x10 that's going to go in a frame very similar to these. So now what I'm going to do is just cut these remaining off, make sure that I get them all cut correctly, and then I'm going to stick the pictures in, and then next thing will be to place them on the wall. We're going to use our handy dandy command strips. These command strips, they come in all different weights and sizes, but these are just a 1/2 pound to 1 pound size, which are going to be perfect on the back of these. So after I pick out my family photos, I'll slide in this picture like so. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Even though I think it will stay put because this one is going to sit this way, I'm going to make sure that the picture lines up so it won't fall out the bottom. So it's going to go just like that. Then get my handy dandy command strips. Obviously it's they're in little packs of 4. They've got the sticky on the back, so you just take them, you apply the sticky here, then I take this and stick it here. Oh, here we go. These are the pictures, or some of the pictures that I had on the wall originally, and these are my photos here. My first dog, Lacey. This is our current dog, Sophie Sue, and her 2 bestest buddies. This is Sophie Sue and our grand dog. And these are just various shots. My grandson, he'll hate me for this, but this is my favorite picture of him from years ago. Family, this is Jim and his daughter and his mom. Both of my grandchildren way back when. I love it when they're young just because they grow up so fast. This is our daughter and son-in-law. Jim and our granddaughter. Jim and his daughter. family shot. Who doesn't love the family shot with the Sue and the kayak? It's an inflatable kayak. Oh, I've got two of those. I must really like that. This is my granddaughter and her best friend, and this is Jim and our grandson. And all I'm going to do is take these and insert them different ways depending on how they go, and stick them on the wall. And after we're done, we'll show you the finish, and hopefully it'll turn out great. So now that I've got all the pictures placed inside the frames, I ended up with 8 that are vertical and 4 that are horizontal. So what you need to do is make sure when you get ready to stick them that you put the command strips on so the way that they're going to hang. What I'm going to do, these right here have the something on the bottom to hold them in place so they won't slide out the bottom, but just to play it safe because it could move from side to side, I'm going to take just a piece of Scotch tape and run it in between the 2 command strips like so, and that way it'll stop the picture from moving side to side as we travel down the road. The 4 that I have that are horizontal obviously don't have anything to hold the picture. It can slide either way, so you've got to be doubly sure that when you place them that you do your tape the same way. Place your piece of Scotch tape. Whoops, I'm going to go this way. And also with your command strips, you're going to run these a little bit different. What you're going to do with these, like the other ones we ran this way to lay that way, these are going to run long ways. So all we're going to do is take them, peel it off, and run these horizontally just like the picture is running. So peel these off like so and stick them. And these are just for your horizontals. That way when they hang, they'll hang this way and your verticals will hang that way. Easy peasy. Now what I've done is gone through all my pictures again and placed them on the back, the command strips on back, just the one part of them. Don't forget they're command strips. So what I need to do now is take and peel this side off, and what I'm going to do is stick the matching piece to it. Once I'm ready and I'm standing up and I'm on the wall, all I'm going to do is peel these back, and then when I go to place them on the wall, they'll be stuck where I want them. So that's another thing. Be sure once you get ready to stick it that you know where you want to stick it. I have one more picture. That's the beauty of being able to do this yourself. You get to pick the pictures of yourself that you like. This is another oldie but goodie. This was on Christmas Day several years ago with our daughter and son-in-law and grandson. But this is the one picture of me that I really like, so it gets to be the big 8x10. But we're going to do the same thing. I've got it in the frame. All I'm going to do now is just tape it so it stays secure and does not move side to side, like so. And then get my command strips and place them once again just like we did before, placing them here and here. Right, I'll place these, and now the corresponding pieces that go on the wall I'm gonna place on here. These command strips are the ones that are a little bit, the other ones were like a half pound to a pound, and this is probably still under a pound, but just because it's larger, I'm using the stronger command strips, which instead of just having stickums have Velcro, but it's the same principle. I'm Velcroing both sides together, and then when I get up to my wall where I want to go, I'm simply going to peel these off just like the others and place it. So now the fun part is just to decide how I want them done on the wall, and that's coming up next. Jim's always saying when he's out in the garage doing whatever it is that he does out there, he always says to measure twice and cut once. So I'm going to do my version of that right now. What I want to do is make sure before I put these on the wall, and knowing that they're there, I want to try to arrange them in a way that I think would look nice on that wall. So this table that Jim made, and we'll show you that when we do our tour, is the same kind of basic size. It's longer and narrower. So what I'm going to use is use this as my reference point and place the different pictures down on a way that I think would look nice on my wall. And then after I get them all placed, I'm just going to simply rotate from this table to that wall. And hopefully as I rotate, it will end up as nice on that wall as I'm going to have it looking on this table. So after much consideration and rearranging, I've got these set out the way I think I want them to go on the wall. So now I'm going to try to make it simple and not outguess myself too much. And I'm simply going to take these, starting from the top, and move them down, starting in the center. Try to get it centered up on the wall directly underneath the word family, and just work my way down. And hopefully it'll look as good upon completion as it does in my head right now. So now, here is my finished photo wall. The beauty of it all, another thing that I don't think I said yet, is if I decide I want to change them out, it's very simple to do. Hopefully you're as happy with it as I am, and Jim will learn to be happy with it. Now, as I said before, these are just the acrylic frames. There's no like wooden frame around it, so they're very lightweight. So you don't have to worry about that weight as you're traveling down the road bouncing and causing the pictures to shift. If you do like this and decide to try something like that, I would love to see how you set up your family wall. As you can tell, I love my dog as much as I love my family. So actually, I guess they are a family. So can't wait to see what you come up with on your wall.
We hope you enjoyed that informative tutorial Cindy just gave on how to hang pictures in an RV. I know I enjoyed it and I learned quite a bit. And be sure to hit the subscribe button because we have a lot more videos coming up for you. And hit the like button. And if you didn't like it, you don't have to do anything at all.
You can always go back and like our other videos too. If you like this one, don't forget, go back and like them all.
So until next time, stay safe and be careful.
And keep everyone in your prayers.
And always remember, life takes you places.
And love brings you home.